you. Okay, so it's 2025, towards the end of January. I hope everyone had a good New Year's and hope that we're all done with our New Year resolution rush. I haven't been doing too much. I had one wedding, 2 family photo shoots, and 1 portrait shoot. I wanted to start my first video 2025 with a video about habits and some of the little nifty little gadgets that I bought this year. I think I went a little bit overboard with my shopping haul to start off my new year. Some of it I think will be pretty useless, but some of them were things that I'm really happy about. But I think I'm gonna start off with talking about this concept of single-use device. Something that I've been using for years is a Kindle. So every time I travel, the only reading device I'll bring is a Kindle. Originally, I was on a Paperwhite just because of the quality of it, but the size difference between a Paperwhite and just a standard Kindle is big enough where I feel a lot more comfortable bringing a standard Kindle. I find that I do read a lot, and a lot of times I'm buying physical books that end up meaning nothing to me once the book is done. So reading it through a Kindle helps me to be able to decide what books end up being important to me, and if it's good enough where I love it and I love the author, then I'll buy a physical version of it if I want to reread it. Pretty much 90% of my reading is on a Kindle. Something else I bought this year is an iPod Classic. So iPods seem to be making a little comeback now. There's a community out there that just modify the shit out of it. This one is modded as well. They swapped out the hard drive for a flash drive and added some new batteries in there. So technically this should last a week or so before needing charge. But the main reason I bought this specific one was because they modded it to have USB-C. And that's such a big deal for me. Like, I really didn't want to have to carry an extra cable to listen to my music. It only came in this week, so I haven't had like a full chance to really give it a test run. But so far, I'm really enjoying the nostalgia of it. And that's the plan for me, is to slowly restart my collection, buy albums that mean things to me. It brought back memories. But yeah, really happy with it. So a single-use device, music, iPod Classic. And just on a personal level, that's nothing to do with work, is my gaming. So I bought the Steam Deck towards the end of last year when they launched in Australia officially. I think it was November or October. And I've been in love with this thing. So you can see I'm playing Red Dead 2 at the moment. And like, it's not a new thing. Everyone knows what a Steam Deck is. There's other handheld consoles out there. To me, being able to play these type of games handheld, like, I still can't get over it. I can't get over that you can play Red Dead 2 on this, that you can play Kingdom Come on this. It's crazy. Like, I know it's not something new, but it's given me so much joy to be able to play games like this. Like, the kid in me would never have believed that you could play something like Uncharted 4 on a handheld device and for it to look this good still. It's crazy. And then the coolest thing is you can just do that. Put it in sleep mode, falls asleep, and then whenever you want to play again, press the button and you're back, ready to go. How sick is that? So one of the priorities for me to start off the year was I wanted to rearrange my environment to align more of my goals. I wanted the space that I'm in to push me forward. So that can be as simple as rearranging everything to make sure that the things I need to create are at the forefront and they're easily accessible for me, easy to find, so that there's no friction to me accomplishing what I need to accomplish for the day. So for the last few years, I've been running everything on notebooks. Pretty much my whole life runs on this. I've got my weekly tasks, monthly tasks, and daily tasks. And pretty much I'll update it every night. So the night before, I'll look through my weekly task and I'll decide what needs to be done tomorrow, what's urgent. The only thing is I end up trying to do too much. I find that the optimum number of tasks that you can get done in a day efficiently is probably, I think, 3 optimally. 4 is pushing it a little bit. But yeah, that's something else I'm trying to work on this year, is trying to aim to try to do less but do them better. I have my task book, and then I also have a separate notebook, and this will be my ideas notebook. So whether that's YouTube video ideas or short film ideas, music video ideas, that all sort of goes here. One thing I bought this year that I didn't think I was going to when it first came out, Insta360 X4. It was a little bit of a impulse buy, but I've actually been very happy with it. I think in comparison to the X3, the quality is so much better, but only if the lighting conditions are good. That's when you can really see the 8K shine through. So far, using it for my BTS, for photo shoots, have been super helpful to just clamp it somewhere and let it be, and then just pull content out of that, whether that be for vertical content for social media or just standard 16:9 content. But I'm actually very, very happy with this. I'm glad I got it. I didn't think I would be. For the first 2 days or so, I was thinking of returning it. I know there's a lot of discourse on the company right now, Insta360. And I also know that there's a lot of discourse on this specific product being not enough of an improvement over the X3 to be worth it. But I don't know, I disagree, I like it. There's a book that I read towards the end of the year, and it's basically a bunch of quotes from interviews with this guy. And one of the things that he said that stuck with me was, we think of ourselves as fixed and the world as malleable, but it's really we who are malleable and the world is largely fixed. And I think that struck a chord with me, just because there's a lot about myself that I've always just pushed aside as, oh, that's just who I am. And reading that made me reflect on the chosen identity that I gave myself. And it's something that I tried to work on this month, to acknowledge that I can change if I want to. I can work on my addictions. I can work on my thought process. I can work on my attitude towards things or towards people. I'm probably gonna go into a little tangent right now, but I found myself living automatically last year, especially towards the end of the year. I was so busy with weddings, I was so busy with work, that I was too busy to do things that I actually enjoyed, whether that's street photography or me making these YouTube videos. Or so along the same lines as that, another thing I'm trying to do this year is I'm trying to protect my time more. And I think more than most people, I'm obsessed with time. I'm trying to save as much time, and I'm trying to spend as much time as possible doing the things that I think I need to do. But it's borderline unhealthy for me. I get really upset if I feel like my time was wasted, either by other people or by myself, because the obsession of time is ironically a waste of time too. And that's what my scheduling is supposed to help me with. So one of the things I bought this year is just this Amazon timer. I'll set the timer for 60 minutes. That's just purely work time, nothing else, no phones, no interruptions. Whatever notification comes up, it's just ignored, so I can work and try to have a deep focus for the 60 minutes. But what I do like about this timer is that it's gravity based. So if I flip it like that, then it'll set the timer for 60. flip it like that. It sets the timer for 30, 10 minutes, and 5 minutes. And then you can even pause it just by facing it up, and it'll just pause. And then to continue it again is just bring it back down. I think it's nifty. Back to that quote. And the reason why that quote stuck with me was because when I look at the past, at my past, and the things that happened to me, or the decisions that I've made, I realized that things probably wouldn't have been as bad if I saw it a different way. I think instead of thinking that the world doesn't like me or doesn't want me around, I'm starting to flip that into people are rooting for me, and they're just waiting for me to do what I am capable of in terms of my work. A new carry bag. It's the new Peak Design outdoor range. I think this is the 7-liter, and I think it's everything I ever wanted from Peak Design. So technically, I think you can put the extra small camera cubes in here if it would fit right in. But I've been loving this bag. Level of organization inside. I think it has a little phone pocket up here, and on top of that, they got these loops down here, so you can put your tripod through here for your everyday carry. I love it. I think it's my preferred version of what Peak Design offers. I'm gonna have to have a look at their backpacks too for their outdoor range, because it's pretty much this material. I've been trying to get into iPhone videography, try to plug in as external storage. So I bought this thing, for example, which is a CF Express card reader with MagSafe. So the idea was you put it to the back here, you connect it, and that should be your storage, because Apple ProRes files are huge. Even if you have a 1 terabyte phone, it's just not going to be enough for filming a lot. I found that this doesn't fit with any of the cages, and if I was to even use something like ND filters like this to try to slide on, it still wouldn't fit, even though it's a separate component by itself. I found this, the Lexa Go, and it's actually just an SSD by itself. The idea is that you can connect it straight to your phone, but it comes with this little adapter that you can just plug in, and that's it. That's your setup. So it's storage that's basically flush against the back, and an ND filter. It's a variable ND filter, and I think I'm ready to go. I've only tested it once so far, and it's something that I'm super keen to try get into. I always get so inspired when I see iPhone videography done well. And now, I don't want to call it useless, but I just bought it because it's cool. I don't know how often I'm going to be using this in the real world. There's this thing here from a company called Geometrical, and it's called the Pocket Tripod. The idea is it's card sized, you can fit in your wallet, and when you need a tripod out in the wild, you twist it, flick it up, and that's your tripod. So whether you're trying to shoot from a low angle, or if you're trying to shoot vertical, I don't know how much I'll be using this, but I really like the design. I think the design is pretty cool. If anything, it'll be a cool party trick next time I'm at a shoot. You just show this off to somebody. It flicks right in, and there you go, pocket tripod. I don't know. That's my first video 2025 all done. If you liked what you watched, then please like and subscribe. But I'll be updating the progress of my life over the next few months. I'm aiming to be a bit more consistent this year, and I'll see you guys soon.